All right, I've got a story for you today that is, well, it's a wild one. It starts with a bit of a firestorm in the tech world and somehow ends up with a family rum business that has its roots in the American Revolution. I know, it's a connection you would never expect, and it tells us a lot about the world we live in right now. So let's get into it.
So, this is the big question, right? How on earth does a drama at a modern tech company suddenly shine a huge spotlight on a rum legacy that is literally hundreds of years old? It sounds totally random, because it kinda is. But as you're about to see, our worlds are way more connected than we think.
Okay, so to really get how this all went down, we've got to meet the people at the heart of this thing. Let's introduce the key players.
First up, we've got Andrew Cabot. He's the CEO of Privateer Rum, and he's a pretty big deal in the spirits world. Now, keep him in mind because his family's history is absolutely central to where the story goes.
Then we have Kristen Cabot. She's an HR executive at a tech company called Astronomer. And her job there, well, it's the unlikely spark that sets this entire weird chain of events into motion.
And rounding out our trio is Andy Byron. He's the former CEO of Astronomer, and he's tied directly to that viral incident I mentioned, the one that started this whole thing.
Okay, so we've met everybody. Now for the fun part, connecting the dots. How does a story from the fast-paced tech world manage to leap over into a totally different industry? Let's break it down.
And boom, here it is. This is the linchpin. See, Kristen Cabot doesn't just work in tech. She's also married to Andrew Cabot, the rum guy. And she even sits on the advisory board for his company, Privateer Rum. That right there, that's the bridge that connects these two completely separate worlds.
So you can see exactly how this domino effect happened. It all kicks off with step one, that viral incident at Astronomer, involving Kristen. From there, the media starts digging and, what do they find? Her husband, Andrew. That's step two. And just like that, we hit step three. The whole story pivots, and suddenly everyone's talking about Andrew Cabot and Privateer Rum. It's a perfect case study in how fast a story can jump the tracks in our digital age.
But here's the twist. You'd probably think that all this unwanted attention would uncover some kind of scandal, right? Nope. Instead, what it did was accidentally bring to light this really fascinating story of family, American history, and business. So let's dive into the legacy of Privateer Rum. So get this. Privateer Rum isn't just some company someone started a few years back. No way. We are talking about a deep family legacy. The Cabot family's history with rum goes all the way back to the American Revolution. An ancestor of theirs was a distiller back then. This is a story that's literally woven into the fabric of American history. And today, Andrew Cabot is doing a lot more than just preserving that history. He has successfully built Privateer Rum into a really prominent and influential brand. I mean, think about that. Taking a centuries-old family legacy and making it a huge success in today's super competitive market. That is seriously impressive. So all that media scrutiny on the family, it actually ended up putting a spotlight on Andrew Cabot's incredible success. He's not just maintaining a legacy, he's growing it as a really respected CEO. The attention even got down to details like the family's luxury home in New England, which just paints a bigger picture of the success built on top of all that history.
So let's pull back and look at the big picture here. What does this whole strange chain of events really tell us about this unintended spotlight?
Ultimately, what this story really shows us is how the line between our personal and professional lives is getting blurrier and blurrier every day. In the world we live in, a controversy in one area of your life can instantly spill over and completely redefine the story in another, whether you like it or not.
And that leaves us with a final, pretty big question to think about. In this hyper-connected world where information spreads in a flash, can a professional legacy ever really, truly be separate from our personal lives anymore? It's a tough question, and it was all sparked by this wild, unlikely link between a tech firm and a rum distillery. Thanks for joining me.